Hi guys, welcome back to ESCplus. My name is Aitor, and we're here back at Benidorm Fest 2025 contestants interviews. Today we have with us Henry Semler from, actually he's from the US, New Hampshire, but he spent most of his time in Barcelona. So hi Henry, how are you?
I'm great. Happy to be here. Happy the song's finally out. And yeah, ready
Yeah,
to talk about
yeah.
it.
Yeah, finally, we've been waiting for this moment for very long, and finally, the songs are out. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So, you are one of the participants for Benidorm Fest 2025 with the song Lo Ves.
hmm
Tell us, what was your first reaction when you were announced as one of the 16 contestants?
Obviously, it was a big surprise. I think it's a really different song in terms of what's being brought to the festival this year. So when we wrote it, we were really happy with it, but we didn't necessarily think it was going to make it into the final 16 that were chosen. So
Mm.
just really proud and really happy that they gave us the space to bring a song um, like this to a show like Benidorm.
Mm. Yeah, it's a really intimate song compared to the rest of the songs from this
hmm
year. But oh, espera, sorry. Yeah, but tell us, what was your like the songwriting process of the song, and how did it happen? Like how did
Um,
it was born, basically?
so this was written at a songwriting camp, so a little bit different from what I'm used to in terms of writing. I usually just write on my own here in my room. Um, but I just have kind of on my notes app an infinite page of notes that I write down sort of little one-liners that I come up with during the day. I just have like a basically for whenever I need to write a song, I can go to that notes page and kind of draw inspiration from it. And that's what I did that day. I just sort of recently been thinking about a breakup that I'd gone through uh, a year or two previous, and that was kind of fresh. So the song was one of those songs that kind of gets written in about 25 minutes and it's easy and it just all kind of spills out. And then we just had to basically finish some final details. But yeah, it was a fun, easy, kind of really honest process.
Nice. And tell us a little more about you, because as I said, you are from the US, but so I guess you have like a lot of connection to US music and to American music. But if you could describe yourself with three words, and also tell us who is your biggest inspiration, so our audience, international audience, can get to know you better.
Yeah, in three words, I would say honest, heartfelt, and international. I mean, I was born in the States, but my parents moved to Barcelona when I was really young. I don't
Yeah.
remember living in the States in that first period of my life.
Mm.
Um, I grew up in Barcelona, and then I went back to do my high school studies in the States. Um, but yeah, for most of my life, I've lived in Barcelona, so I definitely feel like a mix between the two.
Yeah.
And I think my music reflects that. I try and bring all of my big influences are mostly from English speaking music because that's
Mm.
what my parents played when I was a kid at home.
Yeah, of course.
So the kind of music that I do is basically a lot of kind of folk, soul, Americana influences into like Spanish indie pop.
Mm. Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. So basically, like yourself, like I don't know it. Like it means
Yeah,
it's a very good reflection of yourself as an artist and as a person.
thank you, thank you.
So let's talk a little bit more about the performance. Like on Benidorm Fest, you will be competing very soon in a month and a little bit more in Benidorm
Mm,
Fest 2025.
yep.
So tell us how are the preparations going, and without disclosing so much, tell us a little bit more about what can we expect from you on the stage.
Um, I think the main focus um, of the performance is to kind of get all the everyone who's watching from home, especially to like dial into to the song to be immersed in sort of my world that we're going to set up on stage. It's going to be
Mm,
really immersive. It's going to be uh, kind of close up and really raw. Like we wanted it to feel like it was just a really raw and like heartfelt performance because I think that's what the song kind of begs for. Um, it's a more intimate song. It wouldn't make too much sense to, have all this
mm.
massive production around it. I think it's going to be a really complicated performance to pull off, but it should look really simple and easy, and you should forget that you're watching Benidorm
Mm.
Fest for a second and feel like you're kind of in a home space with me.
Yeah. Do you know what reminds me too? This I saw on the internet that one of your biggest inspirations is Maro from
Yeah,
Portugal, and that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
performance is basically what she did. Like you were like watching her singing with her friends in her living room. So, so yeah, can't wait to see that. I hope to get the same vibe because it was magical. I was seeing it live there in Turin, and it was magical. And actually, because I live in London, so I went to a
Oh,
concert
nice.
of hers last week, actually in London of Maro,
I
and
I just saw her in Madrid like
nice.
3 weeks ago. She's one of my favorite artists in the world.
Yes, yeah,
Before she went to Eurovision, I'm glad that she went. She's like a big inspiration to me in this whole process, sort of
mm,
reminding me that artists um, like Maro also have a place
mm,
and this kind of show that's they're sort of massive epic performances, and then all of a
yeah.
sudden you can get little tastes of kind of these smaller, more intimate settings
Yeah,
like Maro.
intimate. Yeah, no, it's really nice.
Yeah,
You're right. So yeah, it's all about diversity, in Eurovision, about music diversity and genre and styles. So that's really nice
exactly.
that you are bringing that to this year. And this year, I think like let's talk. Like, we will talk later a little bit about your competitors, and not competitors, but your friends from the Little Fest.
Yeah, yeah.
But I feel like there are very few these kind of intimate ballads or songs. So I think it will be memorable for sure. But let's talk about the Benidorm Fest. Like, what are you expecting from Benidorm Fest in a month, and also like how is the relationship with your colleagues and all the vibe that you are getting until now?
Um, it's getting better and better. I mean, we've only really been together in the same space 3 times, including yesterday, and it's usually for like these big press days. So I'm just looking forward to hanging out with them in a setting that's not, like a work environment. I think that'll happen once we arrive in Benidorm. We'll be in the same hotel room and we can kind of, get to know each other a little bit better. But so far, they've been
Yeah,
fantastic to be around, really fun. They're all just lovely people to begin
mm,
with. And
yeah,
having heard their songs for the first time yesterday, I now know that they're, fantastic artists as well.
mm,
So I'm just happy that I can share this with all of them. And then personally, I'm expecting to have as much fun as possible, musically speaking, like to really enjoy the process of being there because it's only going to happen once. It's going to be 1 week out of my life. So enjoy it, make the most of it, and hopefully just um, have people, yeah, understand me as an artist and as a human being, and make some connections there with the audience, so that when Benidorm is over,
mm,
um, and either whether I go to Eurovision or not, that everyone kind of follows me throughout my career.
nice. And did you knew any of them beforehand, before Eurovision? And also like
Um,
yeah,
I knew Chica Sobresalto, Mayalen.
yes.
We were in the same casting for Operación Triunfo 5 years ago.
Oh, so you also tried to go to Operación
Yeah.
Triunfo. Nice.
Obviously she made it. I did not.
Yeah.
Um, and we hadn't seen each other since, but it's been a funny experience to circle back with her. And
Yeah,
at the
reunion.
end of the day, yeah, the industry here in Madrid is really small, so
Mm,
you keep running into people all the time. I'm
mm,
surprised I haven't run into more, friends or people that I know
yeah.
uh, in at Benidorm Fest, but I'm excited to get
Mm.
to know all of them.
Yeah. And what about the songs from your colleagues? Which is the one that really surprised you? And who do you think you will like to do like a collaboration in the future if you could?
Um, I had a feeling that I was gonna like La Chispa and Lucas Boone, and I was right. I really like them. La Chispa just because I think it's such a powerful proposal.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. Uh, as a fellow artist, I hope she does great, and I think
Mm.
she will. Um, and Lucas is one of those guys that I just, he opens his mouth and sings two notes, and you're like, oh my God, I can't stop listening. I want to hear more.
Yeah.
Um, I think my biggest surprise was Celine Van Heel. I didn't expect that song to come out of her, and I was
Yeah.
really pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh my God, that's so fun.
Yeah. I think Lucas and hers are the ones that are in the same vibe as yours, like intimate
Yeah,
and very honest.
for sure.
So yeah, makes sense that you were the most attracted to those.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about Benidorm Fest and now a bit more about Eurovision. So you coming from the States, it's not a big thing there in the States. Maybe your family, but they don't know what you are gonna take part on. But I'm sure that you've been following Eurovision during your whole life, and it's been one of your, you know, places to find inspiration and meet new artists.
Yeah.
So, what would it mean for you to go to Eurovision? What would you expect, or like, what's your message or your goal?
Um, I think Eurovision is something that, funny enough, my family is American, but my mother grew up here in Barcelona for a while when she was young, and her brothers and siblings and did as well because my grandparents moved to Barcelona in 1970. So it's actually like a huge deal for my uncles and aunts. They're like, "Oh my God, we used to watch Eurovision all the time. Like, what an amazing opportunity!" So, and family wise, it's like it's just really fun to be able to sort of give them that side of my music, and hopefully that dream gets fulfilled and we can go and sing at Eurovision. Um, Personally, I think it's a really difficult um, sort of moment or proposal. It's going to be a hard song, I think, to convince everyone that that should be the song that goes to Eurovision. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a big challenge, and I think the only way I can really do it is to be myself and keep doing what I've been doing for years now, which is just making the music that I love.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's the great. I think it's the way of approaching these big contests. Just enjoying the moment and trying to network and give your like
Yeah.
get for people to get to know you.
hmm
So you mentioned one of the Eurovision contestants, Maro, as one of your biggest inspirations. Who are the other songs that you were like really liking it from Eurovision and that really push you to take part on this?
Um, Salvador Sobral, I remember watching that and being blown away, I think, like everybody else. Um, I really love, it's funny, I've had moments where like Maro I loved before she went to Eurovision and I was so happy that she went. Um, Stam, who represented England a couple years ago, was also one of those people that I followed on Instagram because I loved his videos singing, and then he
Yeah,
went,
yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like, "Oh my God,
yeah,
I'm so like happy for that person that they got that
yeah, yeah,
opportunity."
yeah.
Um, France's proposal last year I thought was amazing, and then like undeniably, you see shows like the one that Nemo put on last year,
Mhm.
and it's impossible not to appreciate and love that kind of performance. It's so complete.
Yeah, yeah, true. Nice. So I feel like yeah we cover everything that we wanted. I
Great.
hope I wish you the best of luck for Benidorm Fest. And before we go, if you could maybe sing a little bit of your song to our followers and people watching this, that would be
Sure.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you so much. That was really fun. Do you mind if I grab my guitar?
Yeah, yeah, take it. Yeah, grab it.
I feel like that would be
All right.
fun.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Do it.
I don't know how this is gonna sound, but let's not. He roto una lanza, ya van demasiadas por ti. No me queda espalda, porque me las clavas así. Noches de fumar y no parar de hablar. De quién lo hizo bien y quién lo hizo mal. De qué fue realidad y qué fue imaginar. De no echarnos la culpa, de ser honestos de verdad. Y llevo persiguiendo sombras, persiguiendo trocitos de ti que veo en otras. Hablando con amigos en común por si me nombras. Aplaudiéndote en el show como si nada es lo que toca. Y no lo ves. Ya no mola el club sin ti, no lo ves. ¿Pa' qué ponerme guapo si no lo ves? ¿De qué me sirve ser feliz si no lo ves? No lo ves, no lo ves.
Nah.
Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Oh my God. It's just amazing. Like this song, I've been listening yesterday when I went before going to bed. I listened it in full and I was like falling asleep and it just feels like a hug. Like a hug, sorry. It feels like
That's
a
good.
hug,
I'm
you
glad.
know? Yeah, it's just very pure and very honest. So congratulations for
Appreciate
that.
it.
And I really hope you can channel this emotion on the hopefully Eurovision stage. But first of all, Benidorm Fest.
Yeah,
Uh,
step by step. But yeah.
stage. Yeah, yeah. And now before we go, if you have a
Mhm.
message to our followers, also like something that you really want the people to know about the song or about everything, and also thank your followers and fans watching this video, supporting you, that would be amazing. It was a pleasure having you, and thank you so much. Best of luck.
Thanks so much for the interview. And yeah, thanks to everybody listening. I really hope you guys enjoy the song. I hope you make it your own. Now that it's out, it belongs to you. It no longer belongs to me. And yeah, I hope it, like you said, I hope it just feels like a warm hug if you are still recovering from, a tough moment in your life, a breakup or whatever it may be. So yeah, appreciate it. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.